The following segment is sponsored by Intermountain Healthcare and the Utah Department of Health.
Welcome back to Tuners at Noon, and this happens to be Child Passenger Safety Month, and we have an expert here to talk about that, Jessica Strong. She is the health manager for Intermountain Children's Hospital, community health manager. Hey, thanks so much for being with us, and what is the significance of this month?
Yeah, Child Passenger Safety Month is a great reminder to make sure that all of your children are properly buckled in the right car seat for their age and size.
And the older kids are what we're kind of focusing on today. We know that the babies have to be in their car seat, but there are 5 points that we need to keep in mind for those who are in boosters.
That's right. The law in Utah says that a child has to be riding in a booster until at least age 8. But we also know that vehicle seatbelts are not designed for children. And so your 8-year-old may still not be tall enough to properly fit a seatbelt. So there's 5 tips that you can review to see if the seatbelt fits properly. And if it doesn't, you should keep them in a booster seat. So the first tip is that the shoulder belt should cross between the neck and the shoulder. If it's cutting across their neck, that doesn't fit right. Their lower back should be against the vehicle seat. The lap belt should be on their thighs and hip bones, not across their stomach. Their knees should bend at the end of the seat. And lastly, you want to make sure that your child can ride in that seated position for the whole ride.
Yeah, for the whole ride, just not when you're positioning them in the seat. Now, another thing is, some kids need to be about 13 years old and still riding in the back seat. A lot of people might not realize that.
That's right. Just because your child is big enough to not ride in a booster seat, you still don't want to put them in the front seat of the car. And the reason for that is, again, children just have smaller bodies, and the airbags can be dangerous for children. And we also know that most crashes impact the front end of the vehicle. And so the back seat is still the safest place for your children.
All right, Jessica, some very important information there. We appreciate that. Every day should be Child Passenger Safety Day. So thanks a lot, and
Thank you.
Take care.